fights. He had to fucking fight Ian Gary on short notice, Michael Morales, and then Carlos Prates.
The Neil Magny.
Yeah, I was like, God, dude, just
Yeah.
threw you to the fucking ringer.
Do you like Neil?
This week,
I mean, do you just like him as a fighter? He's just an old dude.
I'll never not respect him. I mean, he's got the most wins in his weight class's history, and he accepts to fight against anyone, no matter who they give him.
No shit.
Yeah, like I remember, like 2 or 3 years ago, Dana White being like, "No one. I've asked everyone. No one wants to fight Hamzat Chimaev." And Neil Magny tagged him in that post. He's like, "I've literally said I'll fight him 5 times."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Up, respect. I mean, punk him out, dude. He'd get the shit kicked out of him, but still."
Yeah. All right. We're just going bullshit in this. Just let you know we're hot right now. I started this hot.
Oh, we're already started.
Yeah, I wanted to be casual into it. Whatever, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start get rolling on the fight card.
Oh,
And I
man.
have no clue. There we go. Kind of got my shit all jacked up. There we go. All right, yeah, we're ready to roll now. Let me get this shit popped up. Now I can't pronounce these names, Pat. You're gonna have to pronounce them. I've seen the girl on the right. Souza. That's how you say her name. The only fight I've
Ketlin
seen from
Souza.
her is she slept Robertson. They got her stats: takedown accuracy 25%, takedown defense 64%, average fight time 8 minutes, 4.9 significant strikes landed, 4.46 absorbed. Seems to do more standing up. Has 87%. Her wins are 8 KOs, 5 by decision and 2 by subs. Her last 3 were Hill, which Hill won by split decision. You're gonna have to say this name, Jarugi. Who's this woman?
Oh, yeah, Yasmin Uregui.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yasmin was a massive favorite. I think she might have been the
I might have
biggest
seen this
favorite on
fight,
that the Sphere card, and Souza wound up sleeping her.
but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna take, just as a no clue anything what I could watch. I think I'm gonna take Rodriguez on this one. I really don't know much about her. As you can see here, I'll pop this up
Uh,
for you. So you
I
can see.
surprisingly know decent about Pierre Rodriguez. I might have seen every single fight she's had in the UFC. I know she has 2 losses. I know she got subbed by Jillian Robertson, which was like pretty bad. And then her other loss is a DQ loss, but she was dominating the girl in the fight. And then I was actually at her last win. She fought in Tampa, and she beat a undefeated fighter that wound up getting cut from it. But from what I remember about Ketlin Souza, I know Angela Hill and someone else submitted her. I can't remember who submitted her like recently, but both of the times she's lost recently is because she couldn't stuff any takedowns. And Pierre is very skilled on the ground as a wrestler and a submission artist. So I think I have the odds written down here. Rodriguez is minus 180. I think that sounds about right to me. I'd probably take Rodriguez inside the distance.
All right. Yeah, and you're right, Silva. January 3rd, 2023.
Karini Silva. Yeah.
Yeah, submitted first round. So yeah,
Yeah, I knew
Souza gets
someone
taken to the
submitted her.
ground, and like you said, Rodriguez. I've seen her fight a couple fights. She seems like she's pretty good, especially when she's on top. So I think I'm gonna go with you. I
That
think
you should, if you got time to watch back her getting DQ'd, it's so damn funny. She's like on top of this girl and headbutts her, and Mark Smith looks at her and he's like, "Don't headbutt her again." She's like, "Okay," and then just headbutts her again and gets DQ'd.
all right, women's fight. You say this is inside, outside? You say it's going the distance or inside the distance?
No, I think Rodriguez is gonna sub her.
Rodriguez Summer. I like that. Take her to the ground.
I mean, you never know because Souza looks like a fucking man, and it's pretty good to bet on the chicks that look like men.
A little tougher. He's a little bit of not gonna
Yeah.
back down. All right, so now we got Rafael, this one just popped up on us. We got Rafael how you say that, Pat?
Estevam.
Estevan. You're my pronunciation dude. He has
Yeah.
his stats and records. He has 4 wins by knockout, 3 wins by submission, 1 first round finish, 2.06 significant strikes landed while absorbing 2.94. Takedown defense 60% of takedowns. Average fight time 12 minutes and 28 seconds. Does a lot of work on the ground. Majority of his time. He seems to go the distance 46% of the time. They have his athlete record, and they only have 2 fights on here. It's Johnson. He beat him by decision,
He beat
unanimously.
Jesus, right?
And who's the other guy? Who's
Is
the
it
other guy?
Jesus Aguilar?
Good job. Yep, that's exactly who it is.
Yeah.
Unanimous decision with him. And then we got my boy, which I wish this fight would have been. Wasn't he supposed to fight Lima?
Bunez was supposed to fight Lima. Estevam's the one that stepped in
Yeah,
on short
stepped in.
notice.
What our boy Bunez fought Joshua Van, so that's not an easy out. But he beat Johnson by submission.
Yeah,
The
I
dude,
remember that Johnson fight because
no, go ahead.
you can go ahead.
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, watching this guy,
Well,
I'm gonna give my casual take on it. I like this dude, Boone. I can't even say it, Felipe. He kicks, he punches. I really enjoy watching him fight. I think he can handle himself if Rafael tries to take him to the ground. I'm gonna go with Felipe on this. I have no clue what the odds are. I don't know who's the favorite. That's just seeing what I've seen. I think he can do it. But he does have a gas tank. That's the only issue. I think if it goes too late, then he's gonna be in trouble. That's just my take on this. But go ahead. What do you think?
which one's gonna be in trouble?
Felipe.
Oh, that's funny you say that because I think Estevam's got the terrible gas tank of the two, and I
I've
don't
seen
like
one
the
fight
fact
by
that
him,
he's
so I
taking
don't.
this
I
on
really
short
don't know. I
notice.
just seen him. He was grappling the dude the whole time. So
I know he's faded really bad in his 2 UFC fights. I I can't remember if I thought Johnson beat him. I know that Johnson fight was super close, but what I was gonna say earlier, Felipe Bunez. I mean, he got Josh Van his debut and got kind of styled on. I've been high on Josh Van since his first fight. I didn't think like he was fighting Jose Johnson after that. And I remember he was like a big underdog. Like you can't put much onto him getting fucking shit on by Josh Van and just say he's a bum because of that. And then he wound up getting Jose Johnson out of there easy. But I'm just not high at all on this Esteban guy. Like I know you mentioned the odds. I was just curious today and like got them all down. I agree with like the odds on maybe 3 of these fights, and this is definitely not one of them. But like, just take a guess. What do you think Esteban is right now?
uh, I would say he is favorited uh, minus 275,
Minus 520.
minus 520. That's craziness.
And I was picking Bunez before that, and I'm still taking Bunez. I think Esteban should not be taking short notice fights with the way his gas tank has looked. And I
Damn.
can definitely see he should win if he doesn't fade out, but I just can't see a world where he doesn't get tired. And if Bunez is active and getting after it as he was in his last fight, I could definitely see him sticking around, maybe getting a late second round sub. I mean, I don't know what the odds on that would be, but I mean it's definitely worth a flyer to throw one on Bunez. I
No shit.
I'm so I'm so used to just thinking something, seeing the odds, and like I'm probably wrong. I quit doing that a couple cards ago.
Yeah.
Costa was a big underdog. Pitbull is a big underdog. I'm just gonna start trusting my gut more often. So
Yeah.
I
Sometimes
mean,
it's
I'm with you. I think who knows.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to just look at the fight and then go look at the odds and be like, oh shit, I thought it was this, and it agrees. And if it disagrees, just trust yourself. Bookies are just trying to get the
I
number
just
right.
I think the people in Vegas are seeing the 0 losses for Estevam and the 7 from Bunez and just thinking, oh, this guy's probably a bum, but he's
I liked
pretty
him.
damn dangerous on the ground.
Yeah, and he does pretty well on the feet too. And flyweights, dude. I mean, just watching flyweights. it's so hard to keep. You have to be able to get up, and so many flyweights can just get up whenever you try to take them down. It's insane, and they just ride you. They get that lock around the body lock, and they lock that foot in there. Like the guy in the main event, I watched him fight Royval, and we'll talk about that later. But he just
Yeah.
like rode him for like 2 rounds. He ended up getting his ass kicked there in the third, but they're like in the later rounds. But I mean, it's crazy what these flyweights can do.
Yeah, Tyra did way better in that fight than I thought he was going to. I had Royval in that. He's a big underdog in that one also. I just hadn't seen that guy really strike, and his striking was way better than I thought it was going to be.
Now we got Mr. Not Unlocked Yet, John Yanis, which I have no clue about anything on him, with Austin Banshee. So I'm going to run through a little bit and let you take it away here. Let me get it pulled up. Situate. I should have whenever you're getting talking there. So here we go. John Yanis, literally nothing on him. So that you're definitely going to fill us in on that. But with Austin Banish, he has 3 wins by knockout, 5 wins by submission, 3 first round finishes. So that's pretty impressive. His strike accuracy, 49%, takedown accuracy, 39%. He lands 1.9 significant strikes, but he absorbs 2.71, takedown average 8.3, takedown defense 63%, his defense against significant strikes 47%. Seems like he does a lot of work standing, a little bit in the clinch, not much in the ground. Like I said, pretty even throughout, sub 5, decision 5, KO and TKO 3. The one fight they have on here is against Rodriguez, and that was him losing by unanimous decision. So I don't know anything about either one of these guys. I want to take the dude that has a picture on UFC.com. I'm gonna ride with that guy. So, what do you think?
Yeah, Coach Jackson, unlock yourself.
Unlock it, dude. Get you unlocked.
So here's the thing about Bashy. I say it a lot. I don't take anything from how people look in their debut. The nerves get to so many different fighters. Bashy had to be like a top 5 most hyped guy coming off the Contender Series this last year. 13 and 0. I can't remember if, like how he finished the guy on the Contender Series. I think he just like robbed him, one up subbing him. But this Yanis guy, I looked him up today. He is 9-3. He just beat Nick Aguirre for the Fury FC belt. And Nick Aguirre was 0-2 in the UFC and managed to get subbed by Peyton Talbot, who I didn't even know knew what a submission was. And one of the this is kind of a crazy thing though. Out of his um, non-wins, 3 of those are split decisions. And one of those losses also split. So he's been to 4 split decisions. And his last loss was actually by sub, and Bashi, pretty much all known for grappling. I mean, coming on 3 days' notice. I mean, congratulations, brother. You're in the UFC, but I think he's about to get mogged and take it down subbed in the first round.
I like it. I
I
like
say
it.
that, and I say he's probably just gonna start knocking the afro off his head, dude.
So we got Austin Bashi by submission first round is what Pat thinks. I'm gonna ride with Pat because I have no clue about either one of these fighters. I don't think I even watched the Bashi
Yeah,
fight.
like his one loss is to C-Rod, and then C-Rod's known as the prospect killer. He's beaten so
Are
many
you talking
hyped
about
up
the dude that we just
prospects.
watched beat Kevin Holland?
No, that's D-Rod. C-Rod's like a lighter weight one.
Mm.
C-Rod's beat Cameron He's the guy that beat Raul Rosas Jr.
The freaking Squidward.
Yeah, handsome Squidward got fucking punked by C-Rod,
Anytime
dude.
I'm gonna have to get the handsome Squidward meme and just pop it up anytime he's talked about because he 100% is handsome Squidward, without a doubt.
Oh, dude, I forgot to mention. Right before I got on here, they just announced they're having a fight night in Perth in September. The main events: Carlos Alberg and Dom Reyes.
Well, I don't know either one of them guys. So
Carlos Alberg and Dominic Reyes.
if I look at him, let me look him up real quick. How you spell his last name?
Uh, Carlos Alberg, UL Berg. He's like Izzy's main training partner.
Oh.
He fought Jan Blachowicz in England this year.
Now I'm going to have to watch his fights. I don't even know who that is. You say he's from New Zealand?
Yeah, he's like Izzy's main
Hmm.
training partner. Dominic Reyes is the guy that arguably got robbed against John Jones.
I'll have to go back and watch that. John Jones fight? Wait. Man, never mind. I'm thinking of someone else. The dude that was on one leg fighting him.
No, yeah, that's Thiago Santos. This was the fight after that.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. So now we're going to move on to Nick Klein and Andre. I'm not even going to butcher his last name. Do you know how to say it?
Pulaev.
Yeah. So the only thing I've watched, I think I've watched more of his fights. Nah, maybe both of them are the same.
They
So,
both only had one fight.
okay. So contender, I've only watched their contender series fights. So Nick Klein, 6-2, 2 wins by knockout, 3 wins by submission, 4 first round finishes. Significant strikes landed 3.22. About the same significant strikes absorbed. Takedown defense 67%. Takedown accuracy is 20%. Striking accuracy 60% with him, which I thought. See, I watched the one fight, so I'm completely backwards, I guess, on what I thought about this guy. Standing seems to be significant. 93% of his significant strikes via UFC.com is standing, and win method, 2 KOs. Sub is actually his preferred way so far, but not by much. He beat Malik Abdul Malik by KO.
He lost. He lost to
Oh, he
him.
lost to him. Yeah, he lost to him in the second round. KO, TKO. Then you got Andre Polyave, which I'm not, just a spoiler alert, I'm not taking this dude. I think he's going to get beat, and I'm probably going to be wrong. He's probably going to stand up and knock this dude out. But he has 5 wins by knockout, 2 wins by submission, 5 first-round finishes, 58% accuracy striking, 17% takedown accuracy, 3.87. So he might have, yeah, he lands a little more than him. 3.9 absorbed, 48% strike defense, 86 takedown defense. 5 wins by TKO seems to be the way he likes to finish it. He has 2 by decision, 2 ways to sub. Likes to stand, does a little work in the clinch, does a little work in the ground. A lot of it from. And he got beat by Duncan by decision unanimously. So I said I
Yeah,
was going to take Nick
CLB.
Klein.
Yeah,
I thought Nick Klein was going to take him to the ground, submit him. Significantly, 3 inches taller than Klein, it shows. 1 inch in reach. But I think I'm gonna stick with Klein just to wrestle him, get him on the ground. Probably go the distance, probably not sub him, but I can see the fight not being finished. So, what do you think?
yeah. So, other than the Yanis guy, because I've never like heard of that guy until he got announced to Bug. This was Pulaev is the only other fighter that I had to look at their like topology and see their fights because like he had a really boring fight on the Contender Series. I was surprised he got a contract, and then CLD styled on him. I was like, and he's listed right now at -150, and I was kind of curious. I'm like, well, Nick Klein in that Mansur Abdul Malik fight. I don't know if you know Mansur off the top of your head, he's
No.
huge. Like good everywhere. Nick Klein like hurt him on the feet, which everyone was like, "Oh, he's got like no striking." And well, he wound up gassing. Mansur Abdul Malik wound up winning. But I was like curious. I'm like, why is this guy the favorite? I looked at this guy's record, and he has a Khabib record. He has just had a can-fed record more than I've ever seen. Like he was on a 4-fight win streak to get in the UFC. One of those wins was against a guy that was 1-0. Another guy was like 3-2. And another guy was like 30-20. I'm like, dude, this guy. And I mean, both of them were 0-1 in the UFC. One of them at least showed some promise. The other one didn't show anything. He got whooped. But yeah, I just think the odds are probably flipped. I'd say Klein should be like -150. I'd definitely take Klein. I mean, this dude just looks like a statue to me. I think Klon subs him also. Well, I don't know what under 1.5 is going to be, but I wouldn't mind taking a shot at under 1.5 also.
No doubt. This is not financial advice. This is just opinions. By the way, disclaimer. But
Oh,
yeah,
a
no,
lot of losses
I've
come
probably
over
only
this
seen
way.
Andre's best fight, and it was a Contender Series fight, and even the commentators are like, "We never seen this from him." So it's not really a good sign when the guys that are studying film before your fight on the Contender Series are like, "This is the best he's ever looked." So
Bisping's like, oh my word, this guy is usually a killer. I watched him knock out that guy that was 1-0.
yeah, what's he hit him right in the what? What does Bisping always like to say? The solar
Oh,
plexus.
yeah, yeah, solar plexus.
You should take a drink every time he says in the solar plexus. You'd be hammered by the end of it because that's the only big word he knows.
Yeah,
All right, we got
yeah, I'm good
two
on all
boys
that.
here. Yeah. Now, Pat, I'll be honest with you. This might have been I might have got Vieira mixed up with Estevan. To be honest, when I was thinking about it, so we got Mr. Vicious Trayshawn Gore. He's got 2 wins by knockout, 3 wins by decision. First round finishes, he has 3. Dude's a fucking dog. He's kind of a scary dude if you look at him. Striking accuracy 47%, takedown accuracy 75%. Well, damn, he must get pummeled because he has 2.7 significant strikes landed, 8.16 absorbed. Uh, Now, Pat, does that mean absorbed? Does that mean he gets hit or he defends? Do you know what that means?
He, he gets hit that many times,
Jesus
but
Christ.
those numbers are seriously skewed
Because
based
of
off his
leg
last
kicks and shit
fight.
like that.
Oh no, the last fight he fought Marco Tulio, and Marco Tulio landed about
Yeah,
150 significant
dude,
strikes in a round and a half.
I watched that fight. When's Tulio gonna fight again?
He's on the main card of China against Michel Pereira.
That's pretty cool. I liked watching him fight. I've never watched very many of his fights, but he was on the Contender Series, right, Tulio?
Yeah, he went there
I
twice.
think I had to watch because I just got in. Like I said, disclaimer to anybody that watched this: I just got in the UFC. I don't know these guys too well, but I'm addicted to it now, and so I'm learning names and don't know the history as well. Pat's been watching it for a very long time, consistently. The only person I know that's been watching it for a very long time consistently. He talked about it eventually. He got me convinced to start watching it, and I really enjoyed it. His takedown percentage is 83% defense, significant strike defense 40%, takedown accuracy 75%, which is pretty cool. But he has 2 takedowns landed and 8 attempted, so it's not a very high number. So and significant strikes he has 95 landed and 203. He likes to do a lot of work standing. Sub, 3 subs, 2 KOs, 1 decision. Like Pat said, he lost to Tulio. He beat Trocoli. I don't know how to say him. I watched the Fremd fight. He won that one by submission.
Ant- Antonio Tricoli. The only
Trico-
that guy's a NPC. The only reason he's in the UFC is because he's dating Kinsey Dern.
oh, he's the one that dates the female fighter.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I've heard you talk about him. And he's going up against Rodolfo Vieira, which I really like this dude. And spoiler alert, this is who I'm going to take in this fight, unfortunately, even though Gore seems like he's a freaking menace. But I really like this Vieira guy. I don't know why. I think he's just tough. Yeah, and the ground stuff is a big reason. But 1 win by knockout, 9 by submission, 6 first round finishes, striking accuracy 56%, takedown accuracy 27%. He's landed 3. Wow, that's not good for me. What I just said. He's landed 3 and attempted 64. So I must have just watched a fight that was really good for that. That's pretty crazy. 3.3 significant strikes landed, 4.4 significant strikes absorbed. Takedown defense 100%. So has anybody even tried to take him down? That's usually what that means. 9.03 average fight time. Does a lot of work standing, so everything I said disregard. I must have just watched the one fight, and I'm not. Yeah, it wasn't here. Actually, I think I watched this Vieira and Petrosky fight. I think I actually watched these 2 fight. And
I feel bad for your eyeballs.
yeah, okay, the Brundage fight. That's the fight I watched with him. I watched him fight Brundage, and I watched him fight this Peter Soen. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of backtrack. I think on what I said. I don't know why. I'm just gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna take with Vieira. I'm gonna take him. This fight, I don't think is going the distance either way. I'm not gonna pick who does it, because I still think that Gore could probably knock him out. But I'm gonna take Vieira. Someone's getting finished. One of the two. But I'm gonna put money line on Vieira, and then sprinkle the damn. Do not go the distance. What do you think on this one?
Well, I was about to mention something. You said he's 3 for 64 on takedowns.
That's what it says on the website.
Yeah, I was about to mention something. He went 0 I know he went 0 for 20 against Chris Curtis. I was gonna mention that, but
I
then I
didn't watch
started
that fight. I
thinking, I
should
was
have
like,
watched that fight. It's on there, and I didn't watch it. I should have. Damn.
yeah. Then I was gonna say something, and then I realized, well, that still means he's 3 for 44. So
You know what's good
but
here? You know what dynamic we got going on? It's literally
what?
casual and hardcore right now, because I don't know any of this stuff, and I'm just going off the two fights UFC Fight Pass, which is dog shit, has, because they don't, for some reason, pay $20, and the UFC, which owns these fights, can't put any fight. I feel like the UFC Fight Pass, you should fucking put every fight of the card coming up on your Fight Pass so we can watch them. But go ahead, Pat. Who you
Yeah.
think?
So just a little backstory. I don't know how many times, but Rodolfo Vieira, like coming in the UFC, Joe Rogan was absolutely humming on him because he's like a 5 or 6 time like world champion Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, like as good as it gets. He's like, this guy's amazing. And then Anthony Hernandez submitted him and won submission of the year just from how hyped they are for Vieira. But
Joe
I
Thumb Rogan.
I've never done this before, so I did take some notes. And the one thing I wanted to make sure I mentioned was Rodolfo Vieira fucking pisses me off watching him fight. I've never heard someone get more hyped up from their skills and watch them on TV and just shit the bed all the damn time. He lost a striking match to Andre Petrosky. At that point, I'd go back to BJJ if you're getting outstruck by Andre Petrosky. So I he I wouldn't be. I wrote down here the exact same thing you said. This fight's gonna end in the distance, no shot. I don't like his cardio either. Trayshawn has shown terrible fight IQ, but he does have some good power in the hands. If he can not do something stupid like Brundage was teeing off on Vieira, and then
Mm-hmm.
Brundage against the world champion BJJ pulled guillotine. Yeah, that worked out real well. And he could wind up getting submitted.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as Gore doesn't shoot a takedown and stays on the feet, I really don't hate his chances. I mean, either way, I think this fight inside the distance. I'm probably gonna throw a little something on Gore by knockout. Don't
Yeah.
love making that pick at all, but
Who's favored on
I've
this?
seen Vieira's minus 210,
Mm. Damn.
which if he lives up to his potential, he should. But something always happens in every fight. I I think he has 2 wins in the UFC. I know one's against Brundage. But again, Brundage just beating him up until he decided to pull a guillotine against the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. So I mean, we'll just see how it goes. If his cardio holds up, then he should win. But I mean, I haven't seen anything to tell me his cardio is going to hold up. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Gore.
Okay. I need to also, since we're on the topic, I need to apologize to Brundage, because it just so happens the times that I was watching fights, spares, whatever, and when he was fighting, he has like the most random shit happen to him with eye pokes and fucking low blow shots. But he is a pretty fun fighter to watch. In the fights I watch him fight, he's actually pretty tough.
You're you're gonna love the thing I'm about to tell you about Brundage.
What?
So he fought in Atlanta against Mansur Abdul Malik. He like won the first round, then Malik won the second round. Then like an illegal strike happened, and they wound up scoring the third round and gave Malik a technical decision. And then Brundage appealed, and according to Georgia rules, they can't score partial rounds like they typically do. So they wound up ruling it a draw. So Brundage just got a loss taken off his record the other day.
Oh, it's fucked up.
This dude's got like 2 DQ wins, um, no contest, and he just had a loss overturned.
He has the weirdest career for sure. If someone has it. All right. So I've watched these two guys, and I'm just gonna say spoiler alert. I'm taking the Asian dude in this one for sure, because I hate Nathan Fletcher just because the way he looks. You hear me say it a lot. I hate Nathan Fletcher. Nothing personal. You're a dork. In every fight I've watched that you fight, at least Rinya that I see, he's actually tries to strike, even though. Let me look real quick. I'm gonna go through these stats.
He's dumb
Break
and
it
he
down.
shouldn't be.
He has 5 wins by knockout, 1 win by submission, 5 first-round finishes, 52% accuracy with strikes, 82% accuracy with takedowns. He actually absorbs 1.7 of them strikes, and he lands 3.1. He has 64 strike defense, 100% takedown defense, which I really like because I think he's just way stronger than Nathan Fletcher. Significant strike by position, does a lot of work standing. Groundwork, does a lot of work there. Looks like the head, body, and leg, 25% leg, 25% body of significant strikes. They're split up there. Oh, never mind. That's 25-25. So 16-16 and 68 at the head. Wins by KO 5, decision 3, sub 1. His record. So I watched the fight. Let me load some more. I forget who it was that I watched him fight. God, dude, he was trying to fucking
Rinya
box
or Fletcher?
somebody, and he was getting pieced
Rinya?
up. Who was it?
You talking about Nakamura?
Yeah, he was trying to box somebody, and he should have just took him down. It might have
He
been
was.
Vera.
It was Muin Gafurov at the beginning of this year. That's his one
Okay.
loss.
Yeah. Like he was for some reason like everybody on the commentary's like, why is he not wrestling? Like, why is he trying to box this dude? Uh, but I think he's strong as shit. And then Nathan Fletcher, he has 1 win by knockout. The dude's a fucking bum on the ground. He's boring to watch in every fight I've watched of him. Uh, Not enjoyable. Wins by knockout 1, wins by submission 7, first round finishes 3.4 significant strikes landed and 1 absorbed. It's probably because he doesn't stand up and fight at all, so it's probably very low numbers. Let me see what the numbers even say. Yeah, 73 landed and 120 attempted, and he's fought freaking 11 times. So I don't know what the average on that is, but thrown does it tell you average? Yeah, might be. Takedown defense 38%, which is crazy. You wrestle, and I think Nakamura can just fucking waller him. I'm gonna take Nakamura. I'm gonna give it to you, Pat. I hate Nathan Fletcher. One last time. Nothing personal.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, first video, Timo's already making an enemy. But yeah, so pretty much, I'm just going off of my brain. I'm probably like getting this mixed up, but I do know Rinya Nakamura is like a national champion Japanese wrestler, and that's why he had so much hype
You're right.
coming into the UFC. But like he was like known as this crazy finisher because he was finishing people on road to UFC. And the more I'm watching that, the more I realize most people from Road to UFC fucking suck. And he's beating up bums. He hasn't finished anyone in the UFC, I don't think. But I personally think Nathan Fletcher got robbed in his last fight. I don't know how that blockhead Callan Lochran got that decision. But
Huh.
also, though, I agree with you. I mean, Rinya, the one thing, he's pretty decent everywhere other than his brain because I don't know what he was doing in his last fight, not wrestling against a guy that can't wrestle.
Yeah.
The guy got submitted by Saeed the fight before that in like 20 seconds, and Renya's like, "Yeah, let's just strike. That'd be good." It's not like I'm a national champion in wrestling or anything, but Renya is a massive favorite. Like, until I see him finish someone in the UFC, I'm not gonna say he's gonna finish anyone until I see it. I think this is gonna be a pretty easy decision win for Renya personally, but I think Fletcher's a little better than you're giving him credit for. At least he goes out there and tries, unlike most people.
All right. Maybe I'm disrespecting the guy a little too much. He just boring dude to watch. At least in what fights
Yeah,
I've
dude,
watched.
that's Molly McCann's teammate. She's gonna come here and kick your ass, dude.
All right, so now we're gonna move on to the main card, and I remember this dude right here. This little, he looks like somebody I know, and I can't really place it. Kevin, I know Vallejos, Danny Silva. So Kevin Vallejos, I just remember you on the Contender Series. I'm sure I watched one of your fights after that. He got 11 wins by knockout, 2 wins by submission, 8 first round finishes. His striking accuracy 51%, takedown accuracy 0. He's attempted 1 because he says I don't need to. 6.4 significant strikes landed. Dude is just in a punching match. 5.70 strikes absorbed. Takedown defense 67%. Average rounds 6%. Knockdown average. He's averaging 1.46 knockdowns. That's pretty impressive. Standing, he does all his work. 11-2. He fought Choi, which I actually watched Choi fight recently. And just a review, he knocked him out. So that must have been the fight I seen. Damn, March 15th, 2025. So it was a while back. Then we're going
There's a few
to
choice.
what? What is it?
There's a few choice. You might have saw a different Choi.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. The Choi I watched fought Hyun Park. Oh, look, it might not have been him. It might have been the other guy fighting in the main event, Taira or whatever, how you say his name. El Puna and Danny Silva. He has 4 fight win streak, is what it says. Uh, he has 4 fight win streak, 5 wins by knockout, 1 first round finish. Damn, this is shaping up to be a fucking brawl on the feet. 7.36 strikes landed, 7.96 absorbed, 100% takedown defense. Goes the distance, 15 fights, 270 on the standing, 48 clinch. Fought Almeida, and Clue. I don't even know how to say it. You know who it is, probably Cableo.
Josh, Josh Coolabell.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my boy Vallejos. You take it away from there.
Yeah, so I wait until like all the props come out typically before I do anything. I've got about like 40 or 50 guys in the UFC I consider my guys type of guys. Kevin's one of them. There's 2 other ones on this card I'll mention when they come up. I threw a parlay together of those 3 just because those are my guys. Got to show a little support out here. Get some more rooting going on for them. However, the odds right now, Vallejos is minus 400. I think that's way too wide. Danny Silva is definitely way better than plus 300 in this fight. I mean, Josh Coolbaugh and Lucas Almeida are both guys that have UFC wins, and Danny Silva beat both of them. Granted, they're both split decisions, but I mean, I scored them both for Danny Silva. However, this is mainly a striking match, and when it's a pure striking match, I like going with the guy with more power and more speed on the feet, which, in my opinion, is Kevin Vallejos, which is why he is in the parlay that I have put together. Uh, I would take. I gotta wait for like the props and everything to come up. Danny Silva, I don't think he's ever been finished. I don't know. I can't remember what his one loss outside the UFC was, but I would definitely gonna be looking at Kevin by knockout maybe in the second round because he he lands like combinations sometimes. I've seen like 30, 40 punch combinations. If Danny Silva lets himself get pushed up against the fence like the guy did on the Contender Series, he's gonna get taken out of there. So I like Kevin by knockout.
Okay, man, 5'11" to 5'7". Is Danny gonna look like bigger than him or no?
Oh yeah, Kevin's small. Like his debut fight, he was looking mad tiny in there. I was like, oh,
Hmm.
I didn't realize he was that small. He might be in trouble here. Then he just slumped the guy out cold in the first round.
Yeah, sometimes them taller guys, dude, they get caught by them. You know, you've seen it with Whitaker caught Reindeer, but you know, sometimes that happens for sure.
Do you know about Kevin's one loss?
What's his one loss? Outside the UFC, right?
It was on the Contender Series. He got brought back and wound up winning, but his one loss
Oh,
is
so I
to
must have
Gene
watched his winning
Silva.
fight.
Yeah, he lost to Gene Silva on the Contender Series, and he beat the shit out of Gene Silva in the first round. And then Gene Silva wound up winning the second and third.
The Gene
And that
Silva,
was
the
when
one that made
Kevin
Bryce
Vallejo
Mitchell drop
20.
down and wait.
Yeah, Gene Silva's the one that submitted Bryce Mitchell.
Yeah, the one that made Bryce Mitchell say, "Hey, maybe I just need to be a bantamweight."
Yeah, Kevin Vallejo, and also to mention, Kevin Vallejo was 21 when he fought Gene Silva.
Damn, dude, that's crazy. That's a feather in a cap loss, really, honestly. And you said he hung with him.
Oh yeah, well, definitely won the first round in that fight.
Okay. So now we're on to the old dudes. You
So,
gotta have. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, and that's why everyone like he's probably the most hyped guy, like prospect wise on this card. That's why everyone's so hype on him because of his way he looked in that Gene Silva fight.
Okay. All right. I like that. Damn, that's pretty cool. I did not know that. Fun fact. All right, so now we're in the old dudes. You gotta let the old dudes ball. Uh, Lots of fights between these two. Just out of completely nothing, watching either one of these guys fight, I'm taking Neil Magny right off the bat. Uh, just some highlights, some stuff here. 4.2 landed, 3.5 absorbed for Santos. This is Santos stats. Takedown defense, 69%. Significant strike defense. Average fight length, he seems to go the distance, 11.43. 15 KOs. Well, damn. I guess if you fight a long time, your average fight time is going to be higher because he has 15 KOs, 3 subs, 7 decisions, a lot of work standing, some in the clinch, not very much in the ground. Lost his last fight to, holy shit, Pat, if you can name it, say this guy's
Chitty,
name.
Chitty and Chikwani.
Good job. KO, second round. But he won the fight previously by KO to fucking Scrogan Nuts. What the fucking name? Freaking Scroger. Geez, it was
That that
Brown
dude
beat
is
him by decision.
sacrificial.
What is it?
That Scroggins dude was a sacrificial lamb. Like he looked so bad in that fight. Like he accepted the fight to get in the UFC, like how this Giannis dude is, and he looked so bad that they're like, yeah, actually, you got your one fight. Get out of here.
Now we're on to Neil Magny. He has 8 wins by knockout, 4 wins by submission. Dude's just a fucking legend. I just like him. He's just a gatekeeping guy, in my opinion. Guy says if you're gonna be in the UFC, he's probably retiring soon. What is his age? Doesn't say it there. 8 wins by knockout, 4 wins by submission. Significant strikes 46%. Takedown accuracy 39%. Defense 54%. 3.4 landed, 2.4 hit. Does a lot of work. Pretty well rounded, honestly. Does some work on the ground. 23%. Some in the clinch 19%. Majority standing 58%. Lost to, I know who this is, but I can't say his name great. Pradas?
Carlos Prates.
Yeah, which we know he's a tough. God damn, these guys he's fought the last 3 times are fucking killers. Morales and Malott, dude. I mean, that's tough. Who did he fight before? Gary. Okay, Rowe, I guess might have been. I don't really know Rowe too well. Gilbert Burnt. Jesus Christ, dude. Basically, if you want to be a top guy, you got to go through this guy at some point. I'm going to take Neil Magny just for the hell of it. But what do you think?
So on this whole card, there are 2 big fights where I wasn't entirely sure who I was going to pick. I had to really think it out. This is one of them, and the next one should be the next one on the card. So I don't think there's going to be too much excitement. If you watch Magny fight nowadays, he goes for a lot of cage control and stuff like that. He uses his size. Zaleski's a little powerful dude on the feet, but I mean, he's in my opinion against Chitty, he looked like he lost a step, even though Chitty's like 6'4" and can't make that weight. So I don't know how they let him fight that weight class. My only thing I'm going off of is the fact how the Morales and Protest fights ended last, which were brutal knockouts. And I'm worried Magny's chin might be starting to go a little bit. So I'm definitely no bet. I picked Zaleski
Hmm.
to win unanimous decision, but I don't love that pick at all. I definitely see a world where Magny can use his size, but that Protest knockout was especially bad. I'm worried to see what the chin's gonna look like, but I definitely hope Magny wins. But I'm gonna go Zaleski.
Okay. Yeah, you're probably right on that one. I just know Neil Magny, and like you said, he's a crowd favorite. I'm just gonna take him. Probably wrong on that one.
Those last two knockouts were brutal. Like Morales hit him with a spinning back elbow that slumped him, and Protest hit him so hard I wasn't sure if he was waking back up.
Yeah, it's probably hard to brain trauma 2 times in a row like that. It's probably not the best in the world. So, all
Being late
right, we're on
30s.
to a woman's fight. Another group that I have no clue. I'm just out of looks on this picture. This is where mine's coming from. I'm gonna take this woman here with the leg tat, with the line shit. Uh, so we got Nora Cornell. She has 6. I said that completely wrong. 6 wins by knockout, 2 wins by submission, 4 for first round finishes. Uh, 6 wins by knockout. Like I said, 2 wins by submission, 4 first round finishes. 54% accuracy, 11% takedown accuracy. She takedown defense 50%, specific strikes 62%. 3 landed to 1 absorbed. Does a lot of work standing in the clinch. 6 knockouts, so she likes to knock women out. And she last fight she won against Cowan. She lost to, which is, I know this girl, Cavalcanti, and
Yeah.
Mullins. She beat. No, she beat. So that's her. You got anything on those fights like that she fought the previous fighters before you get into your pick and I get into this next girl? Anything
Yeah,
significant?
actually, Nora Cornell has 2 losses, right? If I remember correctly, on a record.
Yes, yep, 2-9-2.
They're both to Cavalcanti. She lost to her outside the UFC also.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't have her in the. They only had the UFC fight, so yep, you must be right. Well, you are right. So that's pretty interesting. Got her number. Now we're on to what is it?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Carol Rosa, 4 wins by knockout, 2 wins by submission. First round finishes 1. I wish they had their ages on here because I'm a big age person. I'm surprised they don't have ages on here. I'm about to make sure I
I'm
get
pretty
those
sure
notes right.
I think Rose is like 30 and Cornola is like 35.
Oh, damn. Going against what I usually do. But both in their primes, in my opinion. Wins by knockout 4-2. Accuracy striking 56. Takedown accuracy 46. Her defense 70%. It's pretty good. Uh, damn. Six landed strikes compared to 4.84. Man, this is going to be a fucking throwing fight. 81% standing in the clinch. They definitely picked this one to be entertaining as far as a woman's fight, it sounds like. Rosa, last fight, she lost to Perez. Then she beat, can't even say this, but her pictures, very pretty girl, Kian Zod. And Aldana,
Annie Kanzai.
yeah, she looks pretty in the photo. I'm assuming she's a pretty good looking woman. But, so I'm just going to go with, I kind of wish I wouldn't have went with it, but I'm going to go with Nora Cornoli, and this might be one of the few women's fights I don't see going the distance. I think unless they just start grappling because they're tired of getting punched in the face by one another, but I'm going to go with Nora. What do you think?
So it's a very rare occurrence for there to be a fighter that I genuinely have no recollection of much of anything they've done. But Carol Rosa is such a UFC NPC that I had to go back and look earlier today because I had no idea who she'd fought or anything. So on the notes that I have here, I check marked everyone that I thought was gonna win, and this is the only fight that I had a check mark and scribbled it out after I noticed something and went with the other side. I originally had Cornole, and then I started looking at Carol Rosa's last few fights. She had like a couple losses recently. I was like, oh, I mean, those aren't too bad. I clicked on them. She had in those fights, she's landing like 150. There's one loss she had landed 200 strikes. I'm like, oh my god, dude, landing 100 strikes on and around on these girls. I don't understand how they're losing. I didn't have time to get back and look at those fights or anything, but
Yeah.
I know I have watched all of Nora's fights, and I would definitely wouldn't consider her like much of a combination striker. She's just looking for a knockout blow, which has landed a time or two. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I definitely after like looking at those stats, I'm definitely would no bet to start off with. I saw the over 2.5 was like -600, so they're definitely thinking it's going to be a decision. But
Hmm.
I like Rosa if she's landing at that kind of volume, and she's a younger fighter.
Okay. Yeah, you might have just convinced me to go that side. Because, yeah, like I said, when I was looking at that, I was like, damn, dude, this girl's fucking throwing. And
But
then
then
you say that, you come up
it,
with the fact that you look back, and she's throwing that much. It's crazy that she's losing. So that is kind of interesting. Oh, here we
dude,
go.
I almost
Good.
made a point right there too, and I stopped myself. Dude, I was gonna say you're supposed to bet on the one that looks more manly. I would have said Nora, but then I remembered Carol Rosa's dating Denise Gomes, and no one looks more like a man than that. So hopefully it rubs off on
All right. Here we go. Elvis Brenner. He's not happy in that photo. Taking on Rebavix. Rebavix, well, one of the most entertaining fights. Is that hell whatever? Probably got robbed in that. But
her. Zell
so,
Huber,
yeah, Del Huber. Yeah, that was an entertaining fight. Dude's tough.
he won that fight.
Yeah, should have. Oh, he did. See, that's every time I think
Yeah,
that Del Huber won because I just feel like they want Del to be the fucking next thing, and he's not. But
and it was on the no-che card too.
yeah, I keep forgetting he did win that fucking fight. You're right. Uh, 7 wins by knockout. 5. I did that last time we talked to that. I said that, and I was like, yeah. You were like, he did win. I was like, damn. But 7 wins by knockout, 5 wins by submission, 7 first round finishes. Dude's entertaining to watch. 43% strike accuracy, 67% takedown accuracy, 8 significant strikes landed, 5 absorbed, average, 63% takedown, 55% defense. Does a lot of work on standing up, 93%, a little bit on the ground. Already said that. Last fight he lost to is that the dude I cannot stand? Is that freaking little chode stroker? Hack? Nah, I don't think so. He just looks like that other guy. Hack Pass?
Nazareth Hack Press.
Yeah, that ain't who I'm thinking. He won his L Huber, and
He
he
looks like
damn, and he beat Terrence McKinney. God dang, this guy's tough. Uh, anything on those fights? Those 3 fights?
yeah, dude. So if you haven't seen Rivovic's KO on McKinney, dude, you should definitely go back and watch that. It was like a 27-second head kick, knocked him out as cold as you can get knocked out.
Okay. And now Elvis Brenner, 3 by knockout, 11 by sub, 9 first round finishes. He's got a 24% takedown accuracy, so this seems like it's going to be a banger. 48% striking accuracy. 3 point, it doesn't throw as much. 3.9 landed, but he takes a few. 5.3 absorbed. Takedown defense 76%. Significant strikes 48% defense. So he gets a good bit comes through. A lot of work standing. Last 3 fights he lost to Alvarez, which we were watching that before we kicked off. Uh, Damn, he fought that Orlo Bay dude. What was it? How do you say it?
Yeah, oral by.
Damn, I just watched his fight with another guy on this card where his fucking eyes shattered. And then Brenner fought, I can't even say this, Kruchowski. Kruchowski!
Krasinski.
And he beat him. He lost 2 of his last 3. I'm going to take Rebavix, and I'm going to take Rebavix by TKO. What do you think?
This is the second leg of 3 on the My Guys parlay. Esteban Ribovics is a top 5 favorite fighter in the UFC for me. I'm never not going to bet against him. I'm telling you right now, that hack press fight was a robbery. I I don't even think Hack Press's parents would have scored that fight for him. I still can't believe they gave him that fight. This dude has never had a boring fight. To be fair, Brenner hasn't either. But just the skill level of Rubix, I think, through the roof. I also like him getting a third round TKO here. Yeah, I could definitely see it going decision. Brenner's tough as fuck, but I
Yeah.
mean, to get the tough as fuck label, that just means you're getting the shit kicked out of you a lot, which I mean
Yeah.
definitely happens.
Yeah.
But I one thing I will say though, this is another fight I don't really love the odds. They have Ribovics at like minus 260. I think this should be like minus 180, maybe like 170, some type of deal.
Hmm.
But like he just got absolutely smoked out by Alvarez. I mean, he took so much damage. He hasn't fought in a long time. I think it was like August when that card was last year. So that's a good amount of time off. But I'm not loving the amount of times he is getting hit in that fight. And Oralby got him pretty good too. I like Ribovics all day. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. Anytime I was like, "Oh, this should be a lock," never happens that way, so I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say it.
Kevin Holland. Uh,
Yeah,
Kevin Holland. Everybody's saying that. That's like a meme now. Kevin Holland getting just freaking mullet.
yeah.
That's just crazy.
Captain Letdown,
Captain
38-year-old D Rod's ranked in 2025.
All right, I'm gonna make this one quick. Uh, I'm going with him. I can't even say his name. I love every fight I
Rebecca.
watch. This guy's just, I wouldn't want to stand across from him at all. Doing it real quick. 9 wins by knockout, 7 wins by submission. Seen him just bust that dude's eye open. That was a crazy fight. He actually lost. The other fight I watched was, yeah, the Fiera fight. Like, I think he was winning that fight and then end up freaking, maybe it wasn't that one. Hold on a sec. Yeah,
He
the Fiera
lost to
fight.
Carlos Diego Ferreira. Yeah,
Yeah, he was winning and ended up getting fucking beat, which was nuts. Uh, 4.7 landed, absorbed 4.13, so pretty much the same takedown defense. He defends a lot of 55%, defends more than comes through. Takedown defense 45%. For Chris Duncan here, the dude's just, I don't know. 7 wins by knockout, 3 wins by submissions. I really don't know much about him. I watched the other guys, so maybe I'm a little biased. Striking defense, takedown accuracy 44%, 38% takedown defense. So I could see old dude taking him down and just grounding and pounding his ass or knocking him out on his feet. I don't know how tough Duncan is. You can probably speak on that better than I can. He fought a dude that's literally covered in ink. What's his name?
Jordan Vucenic.
Yeah, got beat him by submission. Oki beat him by submission. He's just on a submission spree, and he got submitted by Torres. Let me see if there's any other fighters I know that he fought. Oh, different Morales.
He fought Art Bashmoos, then he fought I can't remember who he debuted against.
Morales, fair.
Oh, Omar Morales.
Yeah, split decision on that one. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Reback or whatever his name is. I'm gonna take him. Sprinkle something on a finish. Uh, but yeah, I'm taking back. What do you think?
I'll start by saying this: Chris Duncan, definitely tough as fuck. I saw him on the Contender Series get dropped 3 times, get back up, and then slump out the dude he was fighting. So I mean, he's always live. He's proved me wrong a couple times. I was so confident in Oki beating him. Oki's piecing him up on the feet, and then Oki with that amazing fight IQ shot a takedown. It put his head right in a guillotine and went out cold. I was like, oh, well, that's awesome. And then Vucenic was like minus 300 against him. I was a big fan of Vucenic. I was like, oh, Vucenic's got this in the bag. Duncan drops him immediately, and has him all concussed, and he winds up shooting a takedown, gets guillotined too. The way that Rebecca lost to Carlos Diego Ferreira is Carlos Diego Ferreira's game plan was just wait until he punches himself out, and he definitely landed fucking 100 strikes on Diego Ferreira's head, dropped him at one point, but he somehow weathered the storm. Rebecca gassed himself out, and he wound up finishing him. That's why I was so high on Oral By in the last fight against him. If I didn't see him death gas, I never would have bet on Oral By at all. I wound up losing that bet, obviously. That was an absolute war. And now that I
Yeah.
saw him push through the third round when he needed to win, I'm much more confident. Rebecca's only minus 200 right now, which I think is a massive discount. I
Yeah.
would be all over Rebecca. Well, I'm going to be all over Rebecca at round 1 KO is plus 330. Rebecca
Damn.
KO overall is plus 165. I'm gonna be all over that this week. I just got to figure out what I'm gonna do with everything together.
Yeah.
But Rebecca's my third leg in my parlay for my guys. It's my kind of guy. All he does is throw fucking heat. Hopefully he doesn't gas out.
Damn. That's pretty good to know. All right. And here we
Oh yeah,
are. What is it?
I was just saying. Oh yeah, man. They give us 2 fights with all the props and everything out. They can't give it all of us until the end of the week.
Yeah, and that guy might drop out tomorrow. Is what it seems like it's been happening.
Yeah, fact. Yeah, especially with this card.
Yeah. All right. So I'll give Park a lot of credit here. 10-0. Said, hey, dude, I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna fight this guy. I really like his. I don't know how to say his name. Taira. I mean, he's fun to watch fight. He's
Tyra.
been in some. Yeah, Tyra. There, he's been in some scrap. So Park, 4 wins by KO, 5 wins by submission, 5 first round finishes, significant strike accuracy 46%, takedown accuracy 43%. He lands 4.2, he absorbs 3.2, he submits, tries to submission a good bit, tries to, average takedowns per 15, at least 2. Significant strike defense 61%, takedown defense 100%. So this is going to be interesting in this fight. That's going to be challenged. Knockdown average 0.95. He at least gets a knockdown a fight. 6-minute average fight time. I don't know if he's fighting trash cans or not. I really don't know much about him. Standing 104. So a lot of it standing, a lot of it at the head. He beat Hernandez. He beat Ross, and he beat Choi. So that's what I was talking about last time. Let me see what his name is. Shinguk Choi, who's 7-3.
I think that was on the road to UFC.
Okay. Yeah, I watched that one. They both look like little pipsqueaks. And like little pipsqueaks. So then we're on to Tara. Dude's fought. He's fought some. I mean, they both fought Hernandez and beat him. One beat him by TK. One beat him by KO. The other one beat him by submission. Revolve. So significant strikes landed 2.9 to absorb 2.6. His takedown defense 45%. His defense 47%. 5 wins by knockout, 7 wins by submission, 8 first round finishes. I'm just gonna take the guy that isn't on short notice here. That's been in some big fights, 5-minute round fights. I don't know if Park has. He'd probably do more. I'm gonna take the used to be. I don't know what he's ranked now. You probably know he was the fifth rank when he fought Roval. I'm just gonna take him. I think it's gonna go to decision. What do you think? And I think he's stronger than Park. I just think he just is a stronger flyweight.
So before I get into it, I'm just now noticing that you haven't looked much into all the wins Tyra has. There's like a big joke going online about it.
Let me see here. Oh, dude, I watched that Ed. What is it? I can't say his last name, but Edgar.
Chares.
Yeah, I watched him fight that one. I didn't watch that one. Seems like everybody just beats CJ.
Yeah.
Everybody seems like they have him as a win, and everybody seems to have this freaking Carlos Hernandez guy as a win.
Yeah, look at all the last names though. The ongoing joke is, dude, Tyra goes down to Mexico and he wipes them all out.
Yeah, he does have a tight. That is for sure. That is for sure. Is every single one of them?
Mexican, yeah.
Holy shit. That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting a little too close to the country land with this one.
Yeah, they say he's Trump's favorite fighter.
Yeah,
That's
he said if you want to retire early, you can go get on with Border Patrol.
Jeez, a whiz. What are you thinking in this one? Japan versus South Korea.
So Park isn't on as short notice of a jump as what you think he is. He was actually scheduled to fight Steve Urseg next week on the next Apex card. But it was gonna be a 3 round fight. So just going off of that, both these guys are super well known for their grappling. Taira is a Japanese wrestling champion. I'm not too familiar with Park. I know he looked really good against Carlos Hernandez in his last fight. I think on full camp, this fight would be like a lot closer for like a 5 round fight because he was only prepping for a 3 rounder. I'm going to go off of who I think the better striker of the two is. And after seeing him grit it out against Royval, I'm going to go with Taira. But nice little odds here. I think it's going to decision also. And for some reason, the line on this fight, instead of 5.5, is 3.5. So Vegas thinks it's going to go under. The over 3.5 is plus 100 right now. So you could double your money throwing
Damn.
whatever on that. You think it's going
That's
to go
pretty
over.
that's pretty badass for sure, man. I don't know
Yeah,
if
I'm
this guy's
definitely going
gonna
to play
fight
that.
Steve Ursog. Like Steve Ursog, I didn't realize he was a flyweight, first of all. The dude with the big nose?
Yeah.
Damn. That's a pretty big fight that he was getting prepared. Why did Ursog back out?
No, he didn't back out. They got Ode Osborne stepping in for Park. They just moved Park up to take over for Albazi. So Urseg's fighting Ode next week now.
Oh, so they just said Park instead of the guy you're training for. Do you just want to fight sooner?
Well, so when the fight fell out, I've been all over Twitter because I was like, surely they're not gonna headline with Duncan Rebecca, and they had an original plan of pulling Waldo Cortez Acosta off of the China card and getting Towson Teixeira to fight him, and then Teixeira said no. Like, thank God, I don't want to see Waldo Cortez Acosta for 5 rounds jiggling at range, dude, and they wound up getting Park, who I think is a very skilled fighter. Like, this is going to be a technical looking fight.
Yeah.
I just wish that Park had a little bit more time to prepare for 5 rounds, but I do like the fact that he's was at least preparing for 3, and I think he's versed enough on the ground to where he's not going to get finished early. I was really surprised to see this over 3.5 was plus 100.
Okay. So Pat, what out of all the fights, prelims, main card, fight of the night prediction?
By the night prediction, if he keeps it keeps going like he has in every other fight, I've never known Esteban Ribovics to be in a boring fight, and if Brenner doesn't get chinned early, that should be an all-out war. I would go Ribovics, Brenner personally, and if that isn't it, I can if Danny Silva doesn't get finished, Silva Vallejos should be fireworks on the feet too.
What's the biggest snooze fest fight on the card, you think? One that you can go get a drink, use the restroom.
Oh, I'm sure there's going to be a couple. If Klein doesn't get Pulaev down, that could be
Yeah.
a sleeper. The Magny and Zaleski is probably going to be super boring. Rinya Nakamura, if he wrestles like he should, he's just going to sit there and lay in mount and do nothing, getting like half guard, like throw one punch. You know what? I'm taking it all back. I think Rinya Nakamura and Nathan Fletcher is going to be the most boring fight.
Yeah, I can see that just be a Wallering fight for sure.
What,
Uh,
what do you think for those?
well, fight of the night for me. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. Let me look through here real quick. Fight of the night. I mean, yours is a good pick. I don't want to piggyback off you with the Brenner fight. If I wanted to go there, whew, I mean, like you said, you don't look. Fight of the nights are gonna be freaking stand-ups. That's how it always goes. Uh, I mean, you said them. Vallejos and Ribovics fight for sure. Snooze Fest fight of the night. Uh, I think knockout of the night could be this guy right here. Rebecca, whatever. I think he could
Oh
be
yeah.
knockout of the night. Or Vallejos, of course. Actually, you know what? Knockout of the night. Nah, I ain't gonna take him. But yeah, I think knockout of the night would be. Yeah, I'm gonna take him for the knockout. The Polish Hammer. That's not his nickname, but
If he lands like I envision him landing, I mean, like I said earlier in the video, definitely could see this fight going the other way. If Trayshawn Gore swings from the fucking ankles like he typically does and connects on Vieira, he might fucking brutalize him and put him out cold.
who'd you say on Vieira? Oh, yeah, yeah. That's one I was thinking about. Like, man, he just does something crazy and just fucking destroys him. Something crazy. But
I just can't get the picture of him getting outstruck by Andre Petrosky out of my head.
why don't one of these girls just sleep the other one? That'd be interesting.
Well, Ketlin Souza on that beer card, she was like a big underdog. Again, she was like plus 400, and she slumped out Yasmin Uregui, who was like 12-1 or something like that. So she definitely can, and she looks like a man.
Yeah, yeah. She's a dog. She boy. She's a lad. Dude, this. Who
What are
was
you
she fight? Let me look at this real quick. She was talking
What are you
shit.
doing for this card?
Oh, who knows? Probably be at the house. Well, talk offline about this one. Personal life stuff. I'll talk offline about this one. I might have to watch this one on replay. I might have to watch this on replay. A lot of fight watching. I might have to not have to. Might be spending a little time with the wife. Uh, was it Yeah, she was talking this. She was talking shit to Rodriguez in the fight I watched. Like she was just talking trash and getting her ass kicked. And then she said she didn't tap on the armbar.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, she was acting like she didn't tap when she clearly did.
Yeah, she's gonna get her arm broke. She's like, I didn't tap. She's like talking trash the whole time. But
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 that fight after that, the headbutting one, if you can go back and watch her headbutt that Carl Loney girl in the head, and then Mark Smith go, "Don't do that again." She's like, "Okay," and just does it again. It was some of the funniest shit you'll see.
all right, it's a little look ahead here. Uh, getting a little dark, so my camera light's gonna be bad. Uh, we got some good ones coming up. You think this one's good? We'll just real quick, just say snooze or you kind of like this card. Opinion?
This card for this week.
No, this one right here. The Daldies and Hernandez fight night next week.
Oh, from if
Little
I looked at a
foreshadowing.
couple days ago.
What is it? Oh, August 9th.
I looked at a couple weeks ago. If I remember correctly, I think that has the potential of being the worst fight night card of the year.
And we will preview it next week. So, Pat, I got my
Hopefully, I'm wrong.
ribs in the smoker. I'm gonna go get them out. I think we for the first little UFC preview fight card, getting your picks out there. I think we did a pretty solid job. We'll get to figure out how to get this recorded. It's on stream live. It's gonna be on my Twitch, but I'll figure out how to get it recorded. You said you got a YouTube, right?
Yeah, I got a YouTube.
So I think I will just handle it as I'll just stream it on Twitch, and I'll somehow get your YouTube information, and then I can just upload it to your YouTube. And that's might be how we handle it. I just couldn't record it this time, so I'll have to screen record my Twitch stream, and then we'll get it uploaded on your YouTube. And then we'll just stream it live on Twitch, and then the replay will be on your YouTube. So I'll get that
Hell
out.
yeah,
But
brother. Sounds good.
this is fun. We're gonna do it. We're gonna keep after
Oh
it.
yeah.
I know with shift work and stuff, it isn't gonna be. It's gonna be consistent as far as I kind of like the Tuesday. I feel like everybody does them like Wednesdays and Thursdays. It's kind of nice before all the lines
Mm-hmm.
come out because you can kind of say your opinion on it and then look at it after the fact and be like, huh, this is what I thought. The line is what I thought, what I didn't think. or I thought this fight was going to be a finish and they're not, all that stuff. So I think it's pretty cool to get it reviewed early before all the gurus and everybody else gets out there. Because be honest with you, if I start listening to shit before a card, and I've done it with, Die Hard Podcast, and I'll say a couple other names. I can't even think, but Die Hard Podcast in particular, that you start riding with these guys, and I don't know if it's the people that were ex-fighters or what, and the people that get real too hard in the weeds instead of just saying, hey, I've watched this guy fight, I've watched this guy fight. It's as simple as this guy can punch, this guy doesn't like to get punched, this guy gets taken down and he doesn't know what the fuck to do when he's taken down, or this guy just mogs people on the ground. It's pretty simple. I don't think you need to get in all statistics and craziness. Just watch the guys fight. This guy can kick somebody's ass. Can he kick that guy's ass? And I think it's just that simple. So,
Yeah, so with my work schedule, I'm off 2 Tuesdays back to back, and then the other two I have Tuesday night shifts. So on those two we might have to do like I know a couple guys that post their picks and stuff on Sundays. So maybe after like we get our little exercise in on Sundays and go home and record these for the week.
yeah, I like it. I like it. All right, man. That's it, brother.
Sounds good, man. I'll talk to you here in a couple days, man. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to talk to you tomorrow.
Sounds good. Later, brother.
All right, brother. Later.